the 90-day social media run, day 40. We are here for that tonight. And welcome everyone. I hope you've been following along. I hope you've been enjoying the program. This is Anne Turnbull coming to you live from Nairobi, Kenya. And it has been really, really exciting to be seeing so much activity on social media, to be learning so much. I know that any of you who have been following along with our full 90-day run on social media, and you've been doing the training, you've been doing the activities, you will find that you're probably learning a lot. I know for me, I'm learning an awful lot. I'm doing a lot more on TikTok, I'm doing a lot more on Instagram, a lot more on my Facebook business page that I've never really used, and a lot more on my Facebook personal page as well. So I'm using all the platforms, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and as always, I'm on my LinkedIn as well. So it's been really great. Today's dare is going to be very, very simple. You know, on Tuesdays, which is today, we do our training from the 90-day run from the Friday, because some of us are taking the Accelerator 90-day run program live with Fraser Brooks every day, Monday to Friday. We take the training and then we turn around and deliver it to you so that all of you can enjoy this amazing training if you choose to take it, that many of us are paying quite a bit of money for. And so we're always 2 days behind. So on Fridays, generally the time is spent on Q&A with Fraser, and usually there's a short training and an assignment. And so today's assignment is simply on asking the question. Okay, asking the question. So we all remember that asking the question is about as you're chatting to someone. So either you can ask them directly, you can warm up the conversation. If you're warming up the conversation to somebody you don't know, generally that warm up should be at least 5 chats back and forth. I actually pushed myself to ask the question a little bit more, especially with people that I wasn't too comfortable with. I'm targeting new markets, and in some of those new markets, for the US, for example, I'm not used to asking the question of them. And so I've been asking the question and sharing a link. And so what we want to do with this assignment is we want to push ourselves to ask the question more. So the question is always going to be about our product or our business, okay? This is not just, oh, I noticed we're both in the dog lovers group. You know, what kind of dog do you have? It's not that kind of a question. It's bridging that gap between what you've been talking about and now asking the question around our product or service. So I'll give you some examples, okay? I'm in some groups and I want to find more customers in the US. So I'm in some groups, and usually what I do is what I will do is in that group, in the Facebook group, for example, or even in Instagram, just like we've been taught in this program, I will comment on their post. Okay, if they've made a post and there's a lot of comments, I will add my comment, and then I will add message them. So I will add them as a friend or follow them, and I will send them a message at the same time. And usually I'll follow the FAM, the find add message routine, which is, I see we're both in such and such a group. You know, I really love the group. To me, it's such positive energy. And I really enjoyed your post. I'll say something that I liked about them, or I will say something I like about their personal profile. Like, you have a beautiful family. And usually I will ask them something, either something about the group or something about them. Maybe, you know, where are you based, or something like that. Okay, and then they will answer and usually accept my friend request. And then I may ask them another question about what I see on their profile. Oh, it looks like you're doing, you know, some great work in this area. Okay, if I can see what they're doing for their work, you know, that's amazing. Is that your own business? Oh wow, that's fantastic. And then they might, you know, reply back, and eventually I will say something like, has anyone ever talked to you about glutathione? Or I might ask them, you look so amazing, do you take any supplements? and I'll see what they say. And so then I might ask them after that, has anyone ever talked to you about glutathione? You remember in some of our early training, we had that training on how to ask that question. And then I ask them if they're open to taking a look at a product that I'm working with, that I've been using for many years, that raises glutathione. It's quite amazing. And if they're open, I send them the link. And if they're not open, it's also fine. So I'm asking the question a lot more. And our challenge, our assignment this day for the balance of the week, okay, you have all week to get as many of these done as you can, is we're having 3 levels as always. So level 1, you're going to ask the question of 25 people. Level 2, you're going to ask the question of 50 people. And level 3, you're going to ask the question of 100 people. So for me, we're now at February 14th, so almost halfway through the month, and I have asked the question and got a positive response to 59 people so far this month. So I'm counting February as a proper month for me, because January I was in Canada for the first half of January and really spending, some family time. So now I'm back into full swing and I'm asking the question. So far I have 59 people I've asked the question to, and I want to push that, because January I had 54 people looking at tools, and so far in February we're not even halfway done, and I have, well, I guess we are halfway done because it's a short month. So I have 59 people having looked at tools right now, and so one of my biggest challenges is getting to all the follow-ups. So I want to double what I have been doing in terms of my production and getting people looking at tools, and if I can do more, I want to do more. Okay, so that's basically our challenge for this Tuesday, which is ask the question, and do it in a private chat, Messenger, Instagram DM, TikTok message. I've been doing a lot more on TikTok, and I've been having a lot of chats on TikTok. So that's been really, really fun. And I've been asking the question. I've been moving them over to my WhatsApp once they say they're open to looking, so that I can communicate with them properly and start to speak to them live. Okay, so that's what I like to do. Now, a couple of things that came up, and by the way, if you're watching live right now, or if you're watching the replay later on, if you've got any questions, you can type them into the chat, and if you have them during our live call right now, then I'll answer them. If you have them later on, one of us will come on and answer them, okay? So if you are watching right now and you can see me and you can hear me, type a number 5 into the chat. Type a 5 into the chat. A 5, I love this from Fraser, a 5 is a high five, a virtual high five, okay? So if you're watching right now, type a 5 into the comments. Now, a couple of things that were interesting to me in the Q&A from Friday that I wanted to share with you. One of them is, sometimes when we're asking the question, let's say someone approaches us from our social media, okay? Someone approaches us from our social media. You get a unsolicited message. It's not you reaching out, it's them reaching out to you. So you want to find out what drew them to your profile, right? So you can ask them, oh, wow, it's so wonderful of you to follow me or to reach out and ask for a friend request. I'm just curious what drew you to my profile, right? And then see what they say. Now, ladies especially, you want to watch out for anything that feels weird or uncomfortable. I had an experience last week that I could kind of tell was weird, and then it got really weird and really offensive. So now I'm pretty quick to block someone or ignore them, but usually even block them if I sense anything funny, okay? And I'm seeming to get a lot more of those. I don't know why, but I'm immediately like stopping it right there, and I am blocking them or whatever it takes to not receive messages from them anymore. Okay, so ladies, watch out for that. But once you have someone who wants to know more, you can ask these 3 questions to bridge the gap. So remember, we're creating a gap between what they want and what they have, and we are hoping to fill that gap with what we offer. So questions you can ask to bridge the gap. Number 1 is, what's made you curious about what we have? Okay, oh great. Nice to see you, Irene. Oyen, nice to see you. So what's made you curious? That's question number 1. What have you tried before? That's question number 2. And then question number 3, 12 months from now, what would your desired benefit be? Okay, question number 1, what's made you curious? Question number 2, what have you tried before? And question number 3, what would your desired benefit be 12 months from now? Okay, that was one I really enjoyed. I also learned something new about a Facebook profile and a Facebook business page. I don't know whether some of you have Facebook business pages. We don't recommend that you set up a Facebook business page just for your network marketing business, okay? But if you have another business completely, or you want to have a business page generally to do more, then you can. But Facebook business page, a Facebook profile page is your personal page, okay, where everything goes. And Facebook personal page, a profile page, you can message people, okay, they can message you. But on a business page, you cannot message people. The only way you can message people is if they comment on your post or they send you a direct message. If they just like something, you cannot go to the likes, see who's liked it, and then message them. All you can do is invite them to follow your page. Okay, so that was interesting to me. A couple of other things. I don't know if anyone here is doing Reels. If you're doing Reels regularly, type Reel into the chat. And if you're not doing Reels, if you haven't started Reels or TikTok videos, Facebook Lives, any kind of videos, if you have not started videos yet, then type not me into the chat. Okay, type not me into the chat. But if you started Reels, type Reels into the chat, or TikTok videos or anything like that, type Reels into the chat. So one thing to grow your following, if you can, is, and I haven't done this yet, but these are interesting ideas, and as you get more confident, even me, as I get more confident, I'm going to be trying some of these things. So you can do collaboration, okay, in your Reels. So it might be, you know, you have a team member or something like that, and you record your section and they record their section, and then you put them together in your Reel, and now you have them linked as a collaborator in your Reel. If you don't know what any of these things are, just Google, okay? Just Google. That's what I do. If I get stuck on something, I Google it, and I just try to figure it out. I'm certainly not any kind of expert yet. I'm still learning an awful lot, but I'm a lot better than I was at the beginning of January, so I'm really happy for that. Now, you can also do some remix Reels, okay? I don't even know what that is. I've never done it, but you can Google it. But if you get a very popular video that maybe is a little bit controversial, okay, and then you do a remix Reel where your opinion differs from that highly popular but maybe a bit controversial Reel, then that can get a lot of people interested in you. And then you can also do a live video, okay, or a live event with more than just 2 of you, with maybe 3 people. Okay, so now there are 3 of you who are going to be all attracting your various audiences to the video. All right, so that was something interesting as well. Now, one question that has come up quite a bit, and this is about, oh good, I'm happy you ladies are doing your Reels. Awesome, that's fantastic. So one question that's come up quite a bit is, how many different pages should you have? Should you have multiple pages, or should you just have 1 page in the various platforms? So Fraser went over this with us, which I wrote down. It was kind of interesting to me. So all right, so let's take a look at each platform, okay? If you're on LinkedIn, it should be just 1 account. If you are on TikTok, okay, now you can have 1 account, you can throw everything at it. Or if you really feel you need more than 1 account, maybe you have a different business, right? Like one potential business partner I'm talking to, she has a page that is all purses. Every day she posts purses, different purses. She sells bags on, you know, that's part of her business. She has another business that is all snacks. So, you know, if it's not too overwhelming to have to create content on your different pages, you can have multiple pages on TikTok. okay, as long as it's not too overwhelming. YouTube, you only need one YouTube channel, okay, because you can have different playlists and people aren't going to sit and play a video after a video after a video after a video on YouTube. All right, Instagram. Now, Instagram, again, it's going to depend on how overwhelmed you get. Remember, if you have multiple pages for each platform, and if we're really serious about our business, it's a really good idea for you to have Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Please do not underestimate the power of TikTok. TikTok is one of the biggest platforms that you can have, and it can go big quickly, and it can be popular for you quickly, and it actually is the fastest growing marketing platform. Okay, so I actually got some fantastic stats from a lady that I've been following who summarizes the digital trends every week and sends out a newsletter that I met on LinkedIn. And you know, the stats on platforms for marketing, TikTok is actually becoming bigger than the other two. So that's very interesting. I'll try and dig those up and maybe post them into the comments. Okay, now so Instagram, you can have more than one page as long as you're not overwhelmed, and as long as each page is for something very different. Okay, very, very different. But you could also have one page. Remember, if you're trying to show off your interests and your business, right, you can link your business, your products and your business to your interests. If your interest is, you know, family, and you're talking about family all the time, then you can talk about your products, how it's helped you be healthier with your family, or you can talk about other families that you've helped with our products. Or if you're talking about business, our business has allowed me to stay home with my family. Our business has allowed me to do, you know, XYZ with my family. You can interview another family to talk about what our business has done for them. So you can always link your interest, what you want to be known for, whether it's faith, family, fashion, fitness, you know, pets, whatever it is, you can link what we're doing and integrate that. But if you feel you really want to have a totally different Instagram page for some aspect of your life or of your business, you can, as long as you're not overwhelmed. Because remember, you want to be creating content consistently on a daily basis. And then your Facebook profile, okay, your personal Facebook profile, only have one. 100% only have one page. Because if you have multiple pages, Facebook doesn't like that. All right, and now it's going to hurt you in the algorithm. So only have one page for your profile. If you really want to have multiple business pages, you can. But again, it's not recommended that you set up a completely different business page for your network marketing business. Okay, so those were some interesting little bits. And let's see. Okay, that was really all I wanted to share today. So we have our assignment, our dare for the day. If anyone has any questions, you can type them into the chat. I don't think so. We're just a few of us on the live today. I know we'll have more of you watching the replay, but congratulations, because if you are here on day 40, wow, you know, we're not even halfway through, but if you're here on day 40, what that means to me is that you have been consistent and following all the way through. Remember, at the beginning of this program, we said, be a finisher. Be a finisher. And unfortunately, the world is not full of finishers, but I will tell you what, the finishers are who will win the world. Okay, so if you're a finisher, and even if you're still getting caught up, don't worry, you can be a finisher at whatever time. But if you're a finisher, I really, really applaud you. I celebrate you. I really salute you. And I know that we are going to be celebrating your success very, very soon. So, wishing you an awesome, awesome rest of your day or your evening, and I will see you next time. All right, see you later.